And I've showed them how to start with one deal at less than $10,000, turn it into 50, and then take that 50 and turn it into over $1 million in 10 deals. Hi, how on God's green earth do you take, let's say, 50 grand and turn it into over $1 million in 10 deals? It's simple if you have things set up. Here's the challenge. Most people don't understand the concept behind that because that's not their wheelhouse. That's why you're here. So I want you to listen carefully. There's a couple components that you need in order to make this happen. And I'll pull it all together with the ability not to have to pay. Actually, you're not allowed to pay taxes on it. So stick around to the very end and we'll talk about that. In the meantime, you know what the drill is. Subscribe. If you don't like me or my hair or my shirt or whatever, just comment down below. So I'm just looking at this. So this is what I'm looking at here. I literally have taken students and I've showed them how to start with one deal at less than $10,000, turn it into 50, and then take that 50 and turn it into over $1 million in 10 deals. And the speed of what you do that is up to you, but that's kind of irrelevant. It just hits the point. There's a couple of things that you need to realize. Okay, you can't just go in and say, I'm just going to start flipping properties. Well, actually you can, but that is a laser focused way to do that. So what I want to do is about the whole first down strategy. And if you don't know what first down strategy is, see the link. I've got a great video on that. It's very fresh, very quick. I got a lot of comments on that, direct messages on me. Just the analogy works. If I'm doing first down strategy, I'm not trying to knock it out of the park, but I'm also letting the property talk to me. So if I buy a property for, say, $10,000 and it's worth, let's say, wholesale $50,000, which means somebody would come in and buy it in as is condition for 50 grand. They sold it or they bought it. I'm sorry, I will make that 40 grand that quickly because there's a thing out there, you might want to write this down, called velocity of money. So if I can get that spun in and out of there in 90 days with a deed in their hands and $40,000 in my pocket, well, wait a second, Sean, you could have fixed that property up and sold it for $200,000 a year later. Okay, let's just call it that. There's something happened. There's a storm. There's one project, a year and a half because of COVID. Boom, blindside. Who would have thought of COVID, right? So you never know. So one in the hand, two in the bush. We've all heard the terminology on that. So think of it that way. If I get this property and I know, oh my gosh, I got it for nothing, and I only need to do a little lipstick and paint, make it look good, and I can rent it out for $1,800, well, that's kind of a no-brainer. If I've got a total cost in this thing of, say, 30 grand and it's rental, it just became a rental property. And last but not least, if I'm looking at this and I go, I can get in and out of this property in the next 6 months and sell it for the 200, then that's what I'm going to do. So let the property dictate. Don't walk in there with this is what I'm going to do. Okay, it's tunnel vision. Okay, it doesn't work that way. What you're not used to dealing with is the fact that you're getting the properties at below wholesale when you're using this strategy. Now, how do you not pay taxes on it? Set yourself up a customized retirement plan, okay? Where you're the administrator, you're the trustee, there are no cost, penalties, or chargebacks from the government whatsoever. And when you do everything inside that, you're not allowed to pay taxes. You heard me right. I've got other videos on that, okay? Go look at those videos. I give a great, I don't know. I think it's a great explanation. If you don't like it, say you don't like it in the comments, okay? Talk to me, direct message me. Oh, also, those of you watching this, I'm somewhere, I don't know where, go to Sean360.com and there's a whole link to all of the events. I've got 16 coming up in the next 4 months. So come see me. I would love to see you. Live is the best way to learn. Get your feet wet. Get some rubber on the road. This is Sean Higgins saying, peace out.